Marriage Definition of Marriage Amendment Bill, first reading.
I am proud to be the sponsor of this bill before the House, which seeks to define marriage as between two people, regardless of their sex, sexual orientation or gender identity. It is generally known as the bill which will enable marriage equality between consenting adults, underpinned by principles of love, fairness and equality of opportunity for all New Zealand citizens.
I am pleased to support the Marriage Definition of Marriage Amendment Bill. New Zealand has a proud history of leading in issues of equality. This bill, in my view, is about justice and the basic right of every New Zealander to have equality before the law.
If Parliament is to change this long-held standard of marriage between a man and a woman, by passing this legislation, we not only change the definition of marriage, we change its meaning and the fundamental basis of marriage. This change will have enduring ramifications for future generations. We do not know what those ramifications are, but there is concern within my community. It is not a small change, it is a significant move. All I would say to members of Parliament and to the wider community as we have conversations about this bill and its ramifications, I would implore everyone on both sides of the argument to keep the conversation safe, respectful and dignified. Peace to you all.
I'm proud to stand tonight to congratulate my friend and colleague Louisa Wall and to say that all Green Party MPs will be voting for this bill. But I say to others, your vote on this bill will stand against your name forever. It is up to you on which side of history you will be remembered.
The Marriage Amendment Bill without a referendum is opposed by New Zealand First. We oppose this Parliament, again ignoring the people's view, whatever the people's view may be. And I ask, why are so many here not prepared to trust the people on these issues?
I've thought long and hard about it, and despite the Herald depicting me this morning as voting against it, and many attempts, I simply cannot construct a strong enough intellectual, moral, health, or even spiritual argument against it. Consequently, I will be voting for it.
When elected, I undertook to reflect the electorate's views, and I will do that on this legislation, designed to promote the Labour Party's social reform agenda. I trust the instincts of my constituents. They provide a perspective which is not imposed by this House, nor force. Whatever differences there may be among us, as there must be, nothing will shake my conviction from supporting the majority view in my electorate. My judgment on this bill is in step with many constituents I've spoken to on the street, in the shops, the businesses and the bars between Waipawa and Martinborough. Like them, I consider the bill to be a sideshow. There are more serious issues which this House should be focused on. My constituents don't understand why a change in civil marriage is important. They say it will impact on a few, be noticed in their daily life by even fewer people, and have minimal, if any, direct impact on most New Zealanders. We do not have the right to sweep aside the traditions which exist in our communities. It is ours alone to deal with as we wish. It is not ours alone to deal with as we wish. This place belongs to every New Zealander. That is why I have asked my constituents how I should represent their views on this issue.
The time has expired.
So they want me to vote against the bill.
Why do we tolerate the state not giving New Zealand citizens a marriage licence based purely on their sexual orientation and gender identity? We know why many of the churches do not support this bill. Fundamentally because their first principle is that homosexuals are sinners and homosexuality is a sin. But in New Zealand, there is clear and transparent separation of church and state. It's about time that separation was recognised within the context of marriage in New Zealand and in the state's role in the Marriage Act through the issuing of a marriage licence. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
The ayes are 78. The noes are 40. There are no abstentions. The ayes have it.